Hey everybody, it's Derek Saul from lifeandmyfinances.com. My wife and I have been working the whole weekend. We're exhausted. Hopefully this all makes sense. But I want to walk you through the house one more time and show you where we're at. So just real quick, I'm going to hit every room, show you what it's become. Hopefully you watch the first video for what it was originally, and then there'll be a third long video of, what the final product is. And that will probably be a while from now. But so I just walked in the front door. This is the dining area. You can see we got it down to the hardwood. That's new. What we've seen in the last video was the walls, ceilings is totally raw. So we're ready now for drywall and refinishing floors and drywalling ceiling. And that's really the next steps in the process. We've got to pull some nails, pull some staples, but really the next step is rebuilding, which we are incredibly excited about. So I just kind of gave you the sneak peek here. The living room, again, down to the floors. They're wider plank, hardwood, but I think we can still refinish them, make them look nice. With a throw rug and everything, I think it'll look awesome. So walls will be drywalled, ceiling will be drywalled. So I got to pull all these staples. And then the bedroom, we worked really hard on this weekend, just getting it all down to where we needed it to be. And you heard our frustration earlier on was we thought the walls were plaster. Turns out not plaster, they were cardboard, so we had to take down all the cardboard, and then the slats were all burnt from some kind of fire. So then we had to tear down all the slats. So now we're left with, actually looks pretty decent. We've got some hardwood floors we're gonna refinish. The drywall can go directly on this kind of large wood surface here. And that should work out pretty well. We left a wall here, we really didn't want to tear into it. We figured we can drywall right over top of that. Same thing with that wall. And then we'll do the closet. I'll have to come up with something in the corner there to make it work right, but no big deal. All right, so back to the living room, through the dining room. And the kitchen looks a little different too. This was exciting at first. You can see the nice hardwood. We're gonna refinish it. And then we kept digging, and crap. We got to what probably was water damage on the floor. So unfortunately there's a big old plywood replacement there. But you know what? I've seen a guy feather in these boards before. As long as we can just figure out what kind of hardwood this is, I'm pretty sure I can feather some boards in, make it look nice. Once you sand it down, refinish it, you don't even notice that this was there. So a little extra time, but we'll make it work. So otherwise in this room, we kept all the walls. They're kind of a thicker paneling. We're gonna have to clean them obviously and then paint them, but we believe we can keep those. My wife took out this cupboard, which I thought pretty good idea. Just kind of open it up here at the window when you're at the sink instead of feeling like you're boxed in by the cupboards. Then we'll have to drywall the ceiling. So into the bathroom. A lot of you might be freaking out like this is so messy, but actually we're feeling pretty good about all this. We've done it before. Not a huge deal. Floors have to get redone. We're gonna find some kind of a wainscoting there, but everything in this bathroom, it's not huge, so it shouldn't take a ton of time. But again, ceiling, I'll have to take out some staples and then refinish the ceiling there. We're keeping the tub and shower. So let's walk into the back room. I don't know if anything's changed here really since last time. We've got the hardwood floors. We're gonna have to insulate some walls. And still take down that paneling. I keep forgetting about that piece. But really everything is down to the studs. We'll just insulate and do some drywall and maybe keep some of that original wall, because like the ceiling right here is actually really cool. So we might just repaint that and keep it. So let me walk you upstairs and show you those rooms. If you remember, I had to tear down the ceiling to get to the rafters. So I head up the stairs here. And the tear down was messy. I took down plaster, I took down drywall, I took down the insulation and the slats, and now we're looking a little better. We got down to the wood floors. We'll probably carpet up here. These are really just subfloors. I'm gonna have a guy smooth out the walls, and then we're gonna drywall the ceiling. You can see we've got a couple buckets around. We need to get a re-roof, and unfortunately it's end of October and everyone is asking the roofers to do their house. I mean, We've had a bunch of rain. So there's a huge backlog in roofers and their jobs, and they've got 15 or 20 jobs ahead of us. So we think we've chosen one. We've got to hear back from them yet, but that might go through the winter, unfortunately. Let me get a light here. Other bedroom, which was pretty clean. We just ripped out the carpet, ripped out the underlayment, and we got kind of the same wood, and we think we'll carpet here as well. But pretty clean room. Some paneling here, we're just gonna paint it and call that good. So that's the tour. That's I think the exact way we went about it the first time. Looks a little different now that we had to tear down into it. Unfortunately, a little farther than we thought, but it all worked out so far. I mean, there's nothing beyond what we think we can do. It's just gonna take a little bit more time, an extra $500,000, something like that. So, excuse me. Nothing that's gonna kill us, but some extra work. So we'll keep you up to date. It's kind of exciting because now we rebuild from here. I don't think there's anything left to be torn down. So follow us on our journey. Again, follow me on my site, subscribe over on the right sidebar of lifeandmyfinances.com, and then also on Facebook, facebook.com/lifeandmyfinances. And you can also follow on Twitter. That's twitter.com/LAMfinances. So thanks for following me along on the tour. Make sure to keep tabs on us and what we're doing. We'll give you an update probably as the drywall goes up, ceilings go up, walls, and then refinishing the floors, and of course paint. So stay tuned. We've got a little bit of a road ahead of us, but it should be fun. And the final product, I think, is going to look amazing. So stay tuned. Love y'all. We'll see you later.